The 2011 Tispol conference took place in Manchester. There was also an opportunity for police officers from 30 European countries to visit a roadside control organised by Greater Manchester Police. It was a big operation with upwards of 20 officers involved, as well as a variety of detection technologies, a portable weighbridge, a helicopter and even a sniffer dog for drugs. Chief Inspector Kevin Clark, representing the Association of Chief Police Officers, explained the purpose of the control.
What we're trying to do today is to give a cross-representation of the way that the UK would target offenders on the road and to maximise road safety. So what you've got here is an example of a number of multi-agency partners working together who are bringing in both vans and cars, which are either looking for offences to the vehicle or potential offenders using criminality on the roads, which is obviously part of our strategy for reduction. Whilst we're in Greater Manchester Police area, most of the UK forces would have these sorts of tools in their toolbox, such as the helicopter behind me. We've got unmarked vehicles, we've got automatic number plate reading vehicles, and we've also got the services here of VOSA, who are here checking over goods vehicles. We've also got a drugs dog here, that if we suspect some of these vehicles have got drugs on board, we can put the dog inside to have a look around, have a smell around, and detect those sorts of offences too.
The visiting officers had time to look at the equipment used on police vehicles, including the helicopter, to see how effective a control operation can be when there are other organisations participating, and simply to have the chance to talk to their colleagues from Greater Manchester about what methods work well in promoting road safety and identifying criminality. One of the visitors was Tispol's outgoing president, Roar Larsen.
And the benefit is to use the best practice of this control. Back home. I will go back to Norway and also deliver my experience to my colleagues.
The team of officers appeared busy all morning, dealing with a constant stream of cars, vans and trucks that were directed off the road and into the control site. So just how successful was the operation? Inspector John Armfield of Greater Manchester Police gave the details as the control was coming to an end.
Well, so far the operation has been extremely successful. We've been here since 8 o'clock this morning. So far we've had £3,500 recovered in civil debt, that's fines owed to the courts. We've had 14 heavy goods vehicles taken off the roads for serious mechanical defects. We've issued prohibitions for another further 6 vehicles, namely taxis for private hire vehicles which are operating without being mechanically sound. We've detected 117 speeders so far, which is quite alarming really when you consider that we've only been here for 4.5 hours. We've had 7 vehicles taken off the road for no insurance. They've been seized under legislation we have. We've had an arrest for possession of an individual who was in possession of some cannabis, and we've had an arrest for public order offence.
Much of the success of the operation was due to ANPR, automatic number plate recognition. We asked Kevin Clark how much of a difference it had made to police efficiency.
Now we're locked into the databases with Swansea and the DVLA, together with VOSA, and the intelligence systems that we share with our partners all go onto the database, and ANPR being a phenomenal tool as cars and vehicles, vans, buses, HGVs all drive by. There's no place to hide. The intelligence on those number plates is fed back to a central computer, and we've got intercept teams across the country who work closely with the ANPR cameras in order to make those stops, bringing criminals to justice.
However, ANPR doesn't solve all the problems, and John Armfield stressed the continuing importance of human expertise and vigilance.
The ANPR can't find mechanical defects on vehicles, the ANPR can't find speeding vehicles, the ANPR can't find drink drivers, but what it's extremely good at is storing intelligence, which is a further tool for the officer in the car.